lot. And I think Filipinos, we are naturally like hospitable. Like you don't even have to teach a Filipino child how to be a hospitable. It feels like it's a natural thing for us. And also, of course, the talent of singing.
Yes, everywhere you go.
Yeah.
Karaoke everywhere. Yeah. And then, to be honest with you, even though sometimes it can be annoying, they are good singers. Like this one.
Like the election that was happened last May, this May. I can say that I was a little bit disappointed with some of the results. Some of them might not even know what is the reason why are we celebrating the Independence Day. And I think that in schools they have to like really teach it again and again and again.
Simply Promise and you.
Hello, guys. So, Mabuhay Philippines. I think that's the first one I'm going to say.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy to be in this wonderful country that has given me this wonderful opportunity to get quality education. So once again, thank you, Philippines. If you're new to this channel, this is Simply Promise and you, and I remain Promise.
And as usual, I am Maria, so I am Promise's co-host. So what are we gonna talk about today?
It is Independence Week.
Yeah.
So tomorrow is the Philippine Independence Day.
And while you're watching this, that's the time that is Independence Day. So it's today is June 11. So tomorrow is June 12, which is the Independence Day of my country, which is the Philippines.
So I just want to know what Maria knows about the independence of the Philippines. As a foreigner, I'm very, very curious, and I just want to know from her. Let her, as a Filipino, share with me what she knows. I also want to see if she's patriotic here. Because if she doesn't know anything about her country independence, she's not patriotic, guys.
Oh.
You believe me?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well,
So, can you tell us about Philippine independence?
okay, so since we're talking about the Independence Day here in the Philippines, Independence Day is celebrated every June 12th to commemorate our independence from the Spain colonialism. So we were colonized by Spain for like 333 years. That's why in our surnames, we have like Spanish surnames, most of us. And we also have so many Tagalog words. Tagalog is our national language, I mean Filipino. So most of the Filipino words also, it has the same pronunciation and meaning in Spanish words. Just like this one, this is mesa, so this is table. In Spanish, it's also called mesa. This one is called Celia. It's a chair, and it's the same in Tagalog. It's Celia. So we have so many similarities because Spanish people colonized us, and we got our independence from them June 12th, 1898. But then it's not like a full independence yet, because after that they had this Treaty of Paris with the Americans, which are the next colony to like colonize us. So yeah, I think that's it.
You made mention about some similarities between Tagalog and Spanish
Spanish.
words. So, in other words, are you trying to tell me that you guys don't really have an indigenous language?
We do have our indigenous language. Actually, we have more than 170 languages and dialects. Because here in the Philippines, we have different regions. So, for example, me in my own province in Pangasinan, specifically where we study, both of us, Promise and I, in the Dagupan City, we speak Pangasinan. Also, in Pangasinan, some people speak Ilocano. So it really depends on the region. So it's our like original dialects. But Filipino words, some of Filipino words were derived from Spanish words.
Okay. Yeah, for us Nigerians, we are colonized by the British.
Yeah.
So,
I can see that we have it.
yeah. And one of my biggest happiness is that despite the colonization, we didn't lose our language. Yeah, English might be the official language because we have many languages in Nigeria, but there's no way we miss our indigenous language with that of our colonial masters. That is why every time I keep asking her, why is it that you guys have your language is similar to your colonial master's language? Yeah, I understand they can impose Spanish, but what about the indigenous language? Because that is your identity.
Yeah, actually, I can say that for me, realizing it, our Filipino language, there's like a deep, deep Filipino words. Like, for this one, you can call it Celia, the chair, which is the same as in Spanish word, Celia means chair. But in deep, deep Filipino word, we can call it upuan or salumpuit. So Filipino language, it's very diverse where Filipinos really originated from. And I think that honestly, for me, I feel sad because in this generation, I think they are not that patriotic as how Filipinos did before. I'm sorry to say this. It's my generation, but I have to be honest with you. If you ask like random Filipinos there in my generation, some of them might not even know what is the reason why are we celebrating the Independence Day. And I think that in schools they have to like really teach it again and again and again because it's slowly like killing your identity as a Filipino. That's just my opinion.
Okay, so let me ask you, are you not happy with the colonization by the Spanish?
Okay, well, for me, honestly, of course, since I love history and I read a lot of history books, specifically my own country's history, right? I feel bad for everything that has happened with the um, Filipinos who died innocently.
Okay.
But when it comes to like, let's just be honest, we have like kind of like advantage or benefits from that. For example, religion. Because before Spanish people colonized us, in different regions, we have different religions. Some people worship something like woods, forest. They believe that there is a god of air. They believe there is a god of water. Some people, they're already Muslims, especially in the south of the Philippines, which is Mindanao. And then when the Spanish came, it was like they unified us. So they converted us into Roman Catholics. So that's why Philippines is the only or the largest Catholic nation in Southeast Asia, or should I say in
Asia,
Asia?
yeah.
And we are called the Latinos.
The Mexicans of Asia.
That's why Mexicans, you are our brothers and sisters. And you know what's the funny thing? The desserts here in the Philippines, we named them after the bad words of Spanish people. So if you are Spanish or like you came from a Spanish speaking country and you hear us say, "Oh, I want puto," don't think of it as the puto in your language, but it's a dessert, it's a rice cake here in the Philippines. Also, like the leche flan. If you hear the word leche, don't think of it as a bad word in your language. I'm so sorry, but it's a dessert here in the Philippines. Yeah.
So let me ask you the big question.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you proud to be a Filipino?
I am proud to be a Filipino. Yeah. I
What,
am.
what makes you proud to be a Filipino?
Okay. First of all, Filipinos, we are known to like be compassionate. We are very compassionate of what we do. We love so hard. When we love someone, especially our family members, we really take care of them a lot. And I think Filipinos, we are naturally like hospitable. Like you don't even have to teach a Filipino child how to be a hospitable. It feels like it's a natural thing for us. And also, of course, the talent of singing.
Yes, everywhere you go.
Yeah.
Karaoke everywhere. Yeah. And then, to be honest with you, even though sometimes it can be annoying, they are good singers. Like this one.
Oh, okay. But I'm not saying that 100% of Filipinos they're good at singing. Of course, there are some also who is like they don't like it that much. But like most of the Filipinos, we love singing. We also love hanging out with you guys, foreigners, tourists.
Like Mr. International 2025.
And as a Filipino, I know more than one language. So in US or like in other Western countries, European countries, we can't deny that there are Filipino workers there who are being bullied because of their accent or because of the level of their English proficiency. But like if I would tell you guys, if I might or if I can fight for them, to those bullies there, just remember you only know one language. For us, we know at least 2 to 3 languages. So yeah, I love being Filipino.
So, what is the way forward?
What is what?
How do you see the Philippines, or what do you want to see in the Philippines in the next 20 years?
In the next 20 years, I want to see a more progressive country. Because, of course, even if there are beautiful things, it's also the same as how you run a country or the government. It's not always good. Just like today, I've heard something like a bad news in our Senate. You can look it up right now. There is something happening in our Senate right now, in the House of Representatives. There are some like problems right now in our government. But like I want to see a more progressive Philippines in the next 20 years. And I think we can do it. We can start it within ourselves, Filipinos. Cause like the election that was happened last May, this May, I can say that I was a little bit disappointed with some of the results. But like I think Filipinos are slowly learning to choose the right candidates, or the right politicians to run and help our countrymen.
Okay. So, guys, you have heard it from the horse's mouth. This is coming from a Filipino, a proud one, a patriot of the country who wants the best for her country. So, if there are things that we didn't say in this video that you want to add in, just make sure you drop it in the comment section. I will always say Mabuhay Philippines. So, babe, let's say Happy Independence together. One to go. Happy
Happy
Independence
Independence
Day,
Day.
Philippines.